What is up, YouTube? I am Darren.
And I'm Ted, and we are all Geek to Us.
Alright, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about that Super Smash Bros. Big reveal they had. It was a big 20-minute reveal, all kinds of new things all throughout. And, we just gotta get into it. We gotta dive into all this new information we have for our brains. Lots of cool new fighters coming in. I think people are finally gonna be happy to see Castlevania people in there. I know that's something a lot of people were looking for a while, and they added Simon and Richter, which I think I'm saying right. But that is from the, of course, older Castlevania games, which if you're a fan of, you'll definitely be happy to see that. And I think that the way they implemented them and gave them their own combat styles is pretty cool. Yeah. Which is another thing that Smash Bros. Really has been doing really cool, is making every character feel unique. There's also Dark Samus and Kron, who both of who will be featured as Echo Fighters versus regular fighters, which essentially just means they're different skins, if you will.
Yeah.
But they're also characters of their own. And I think it's pretty cool to see them. But there's also, at the very end, is when they try to throw everybody off. You see, they do this all the time. That's the thing. Like, this isn't the first time they try to be like, oh, this is the end. Oh, we're done. Oh, wait, no, we're not. We're on you, Nintendo. You can't pull that on us every time. Because they saved it to the end. They got King A. Rule from Donkey Kong, the big Donkey Kong villain. I'm not too familiar with the Donkey Kong games.
I'm not gonna front, I'm not either.
I love Donkey Kong 64, don't get me wrong. But other than that, not too familiar, but he does seem like a bit of a badass, a huge guy, which is always cool to see.
I think he'll be a crown, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hard to beat that, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll be a cool addition, if you will.
I'm gonna go over some of the stages from the Castlevania. They are adding Dracula's Castle. Something that they did point out is if you hit the candles, you'll get some items based off of that. And throughout the stage are going to be various monsters from the Castlevania series, as well as Dracula himself, which I'm assuming is going to appear as a boss. Mm-hmm. They added one of the Pokemon stadiums, the Garden of Hope.
Good to see that back.
Yeah. Brinstar Depths Summit, the Innova Pokemon League, which I hope I'm saying that right. Magicant, whatever that is.
Magicamp?
Magicant.
Something like that.
Yeah. Gamer Final Destination.
Yeah.
New Donk City Hall from
New Donk from Mario Odyssey. You gotta love it.
Another thing that they were saying is they added a bunch of the Nintendo 64 maps. I believe they were like remaster reskins.
Good to see.
But in total, this new game is going to have 103
103. It's insane.
103 stages. Each one of them are going to have its own battlefield in Omega form. So in total, it's over 300. Unofficially over 300 different stages. They're all going to have eight-player battles where you can actually turn the hazards on or off if you're, like, I guess, tired of falling off maps and whatnot.
Cool feature.
Yeah, and you can also save your own rules, like create your own little rule set and save it for later so you don't have to go through that hassle every time. And it also is going to feature over 800 tracks of music that you can also take on the go, too. I think they said over 28 hours.
Yeah, man, it's cool. They were showing this off. It's like you can use your Switch as an iPod and listen to any Nintendo song you want, pretty much. It's insane. They got some new modes coming in. They got the new squad mode, which is basically you teaming up with your squad to take on other people. It's a pretty cool mode. I think is going to be alright. Then we also got tourney mode, which I know everybody's going to get into. Everybody's going to have those tournaments all out.
Party.
I'll probably take you on in a tournament and probably win, but that's a whole nother story.
We'll see. We'll let y'all know how that goes.
We got Smashdown. This one really looks cool to me. Basically, you take the entire roster, right? And you go down and you defeat person by person till the entire roster's out. It seems like it's going to take forever with 100 people. But you know what? Take a whole afternoon off. Have fun with it. Go all out. Smash out.
Alright, what else we got?
You like that? Smash out?
Smash out?
Smash out.
You're trying.
Improved training. So they have this cool new thing where it's like, in training, you can actually, it'll show you how high you're going to hit somebody, how high you're going to throw them. I think that's kind of cool. It kind of helps, because I know a lot of people really get into it, really get strategy and go all out with it.
It's really precise and technical.
Yeah, you know, like they have the tournaments and going pro, which, you know, have you ever thought about going pro?
Not in Smash.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Well, you heard it here first. I mean, you gotta love the classic mode. Of course, they're gonna bring that back. You gotta love all the classic stuff coming back into Smash Bros. I know old Smash Bros. Fans are gonna love that. And they might even love the new stuff too, and I think new fans are gonna love it. So it's just an overall win for everybody.
I'm gonna go over the items, the new items, and the new Pokemon that they're adding. They showed a Banana Gun, which is like, you shoot it once, obviously it's pretty powerful, and then you can throw it down and make people slip over, so I think that's kind of cool. There's another thing called Killing Edge. It's an edged weapon, it's a sword, and whenever it's glowing it'll do a little bit more damage. They got the Bomber, which is like a bomb that you pick up, hold above your head, and everybody blows up but you, somehow.
Good stuff.
Way to go, Nintendo. They got Death Scythe, which I think is kind of cool because it'll instantly KO people who have like a lot of percentage, a lot of damage done to them.
Yep.
I think that's kind of cool. Clear up that map a little bit. They've also got a staff that they're adding in. I mean, where the way that works is it does more damage the further you are away from your target. So I think that's a little bit interesting for some ranged battles.
Buried up.
You got the Evil Shroom, Evil Mushroom. It's going to revert the controls. So
don't eat them, kids.
Already reverting my controls. And we got the ranged blaster. It'll do the way that works is it's going to do more damage based on the more you're damaged, the more damage it's going to output. So
I think it's cool.
And they also are adding in some new Pokemon. They're adding in the Alolan Executor. They're adding in Abra, Solego, Lunala, Mimikyu, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Pyukumumu. It's like the little sea urchin looking one.
You sure you're not making that one up?
I'm pretty sure. They're adding in the Alolan Vulpix as well as the, I guess, regular Vulpix, Marshadow, and Ditto, which I'm going to touch on really quickly. Ditto will actually transform into one of the fighters and take their form, and I'm assuming take on their move and skill set as well. I'm not sure if it'll take on yours or another fighter's, but I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got some assist trophies. They added, of course, Knuckles is coming back. You knew Knuckles was gonna be there. He's everybody's favorite. Knuckles. You got Crystal, Claptrap, Captain, all kinds of cool Nintendo characters returning and debuting for the first time.
I thought Claptrap was in Borderlands.
No, I think you're thinking of a different Claptrap.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Well, that's Nintendo's deal. But there's also Shovel Knight, which I know people are so excited to see. And my personal favorite, they added the freaking moon from Majora's Mask into the game, which is insane, and I think gonna be pretty cool.
Last but not least, you got Rathalos, my friend. Can't forget that.
What's Rathalos?
Rathalos
Sounds like a disease.
Alright, I'll touch on Rathalos. Rathalos is the crossover between Smash and Monster Hunter World. He will appear not only as an assist trophy, but also as a boss. So I think that's kind of cool. They did point out that he is the first person to appear, first character to appear as not only an assist trophy, but also
cool stuff, making history.
Also, there's a mysterious mode on the dashboard that they showed us at the end of the video. Not sure what it is yet. We do know the color's green.
Who knows?
We'll let y'all know as soon as we get that update. And it does also look like there's a hub, like a little sidebar kind of hub thing on there.
Right.
So that's interesting.
I was going to say, if you want some speculation, I think it's going to be a story mode. I think they're going to bring back some story, which I think all fans are going to love.
We're actually titled our new game. It's actually going to be called In-Game. So, Ted, would you like to...
we're bringing back the In-Game.
Would you like to play the In-Game? It's going to be your turn, friend. Pick a card, any card.
It is my turn.
Alright,
let's see what we got. We got What's Next. As we said, this is a game where we have to come up with our own new entry to Far Cry. What do I think should be the next Far Cry game? Now, hear me out. We've already had DLC where we go to Mars. We've had all kinds of crazy DLC. So I think what we should do now is we should have DLC where we... Not DLC, a full game, sorry. Where we go to Pluto and prove it's a full planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're gonna have
Because if you
Space
don't
Force,
think so, you're wrong.
they're gonna have Space
Force. That's the DLC.
Alright guys, I thank y'all
Donald
for
Trump.
liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please check us out on all of our various social medias we take part on, and check out our Spreadshirt. We're gonna have some cool designs on there.
Mm-hmm.
But
cool
yeah,
shirts, check them out.
thank you guys for coming around. Hopefully we see you next time.
Alright.